The ignorance of some people, especially within the Black community, just confounds me. People are trying to block drag performances all over America. We know this. Saying drag shows are sexual, drag shows are this, drag shows are that. It's raunchy. Completely ignoring drag queens like Kind, who shares like mathematical equations and scientific facts on social media. Drag queens that go about telling these stories that talk about Black history, telling stories that talk about the culture of Native Americans. These drag queens, when they go to tell stories, they're not spreading queer agenda. They're usually well-educated queens spreading well-educated information in a fun and engaging way so that kids don't get bored of classes. Drag queens aren't inviting your kids to their shows. Parents are bringing their kids to shows, and most shows do not allow that to happen. They have a strict policy against having kids because, especially if their um, uh, content is rated above PG-13. I don't see any drag queens begging you to bring your kids. I don't see any kids being able to afford to tip a drag queen, let alone get inside a show. Y'all upset about drag queens, but y'all ain't upset about having a WAP. If you know what you know, you know. Y'all ain't upset about all the raunchy videos and stuff on social media. Your kids can go on Twitter and see all types of spicy content. It's quite easy and readily available. There's so much raunchy material on the internet by your favorite artists, so much things that promote gun violence and hatred, but that's not an issue. Watching a drag queen is. Kids, unless you tell them a drag queen is in fact a man, they would not know that. Because I've seen kids react to drag shows. A lot of them be like, you're a woman? And then drag queens have to go and explain drag culture and explain to them what being a drag queen is. Like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Nicki, I love some Cardi B, I love me some Megan Thee Stallion, I love me some Lotto, I love me some Ice Spice, but they be pop, dropping, locking it on the floor, okay, with all their cuda out, and I don't hear a single word about it. Drag queens be tucked and padded, they be covered and collected, okay? You don't be seeing any junk flying out the trunk. I've seen more boobies on my Instagram just scrolling than I've seen from a drag queen. But go off is only raunchy and sexual when it go against your personal values. Those values are kind of low then, because you be letting your kids watch everything else underneath the sun. Way more explicit things underneath the sun. But yeah, y'all really be wishy-washy and picky choosy with your standards. Really. Be clear, you don't draw the line because it goes against your personal beliefs. You draw a line because it's queer. Personally, my dad had no problem watching me all the unalive films. Horror fanatic he was. Me watching things that were definitely not PG-13. The minute things turned queer, he was like, nope, I draw the line, goodbye, see you later, you're not my son.